Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So often it's much quicker to use a non-native, almost weedy species to start the succession towards recovery.
Yeah, and then you have to change mindsets of people because everywhere where I go, if I'm doing projects in Belgium or France or in other places in the world, then there are a group of people who are really very strong on only using natives. But then you have this fantastic book on that weeds might save no exotics might save the world. So there are two big groups in science that don't really agree with each other. Um, would you say use any exotic, or do you still have to look whether it's not gonna be invasive or not, or do you say in a desert environment it doesn't matter, everything that grows is a win? How do you deal with that, Geoff?
Well, if you only use native species, often you won't be able to achieve much of a result without using herbicides.
Mm-hmm.
Herbicides themselves are very dangerous to all kinds of life, and you may be saving the native trees, but killing the world in another way.
Mm-hmm.
If our world is collapsing at the rate that we now understand, and we're talking about 90% of natural systems being totally degraded by 2050, why would you worry about non-native species saving the environment?
That's a good point.
It's like saying, "Oh, I'm not going to save the world if I have to use non-native species." Why wouldn't?
Okay, that's a
Or, or
strong
you
point.
could look at it. You could look at it from a human point of view and say, "I'm not going to use hardworking immigrants. I'm prejudiced against foreigners."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a very fair point. Can you give me some examples of very hardy species